Hi friends, welcome back to another video. Tonight I have some king crab legs and I'm really excited for that because I did them a different way. So the first king crab video that I did not season the water. I only put some salt in it and I wanted to see, you know, how it tastes with the bee love sauce without seasoning. So I did it that way. I feel like the king crab is a type of crab meat that needs a lot of love. So it needs a lot of flavor. It needs a lot of seasoning. So that's what I did here. And of course I have some sausage. I didn't have rice tonight because I've been eating too much rice. I have a story time that I'm kind of skeptical about talking about, but I think it's my experience and so I'm allowed to share my perspective. And so we're gonna get into that after we eat. So this is a huge piece of king crab, and as you can see, it has seasoning inside. So to make this, I'm trying to drench it in the butter. To make this, I pretty much, oh no, it's breaking apart. It's hot. That's good. To make it, I season the water. Nicely. Like I put Lawry's black pepper, garlic powder, onion powder, red pepper flakes, bouillon, and a bunch of other seasonings. This is huge. This is a knuckle. I'm going to do a recipe video on how I make my king crab legs. So I did like the king crab leg that I made without seasoning the water, but I prefer it this way. It tastes okay. If it wasn't for the bee love sauce, I would not have enjoyed those king crab legs because it wasn't seasoned to the core. And I love a lot of flavor. My food needs to be well seasoned for me to enjoy it. So if you ever try king crabs, don't hesitate to give it some love. Like it needs a lot of seasoning. In my opinion. This is good. So I don't have any lemon, which I'm so mad about. So I bought lemon from Costco. And in a couple days, they started to go bad. That's so disappointing. I have some shrimp as well. But I have so much flavor in here, guys, that honestly, I don't need the lemon. Even though it does make everything taste better. But I think I can do without it for tonight. So I was gonna wait to get into my story time. But I think I could start it a little early. Just because it's really on my mind. Let me try some sausage. It's one of those things that I feel stays on a person's mind because it's not a pleasant experience. So guys, I don't know where my scissors disappeared to, so I'm trying a thing. Just pray for me that I don't cut myself, because sometimes I feel I have two left hands. I'm gonna get this, but I'm gonna get into this big one. I told you guys that I was in the Marine Corps, right? So I did one term, which one term is 4 years. When I got pregnant with my daughter, I decided not to do another contract, and this is why. Backstory: the Marine Corps is one of the smallest branches in the military. We're not needed, but we're wanted because we're so good, okay? This is huge. But it's not very diverse. It's not very diverse with the amount of females that's in there. And it's not very diverse with ethnicities and race. My unit didn't have a lot of women, and it didn't have a lot of black people. So when I got there, they decided to tell me, well, not they, my peers. Now, at the time I was at E2, which is a private first class when I got to the Marine Corps, when I got to the fleet, which is my duty station. So there were E1s in there, E2s, 3s, all the way up to 5, or E5 as a sergeant. One of my peers decided to say that that's so good. Now, if you know nothing about the Marine Corps, let me tell you, when you go to boot camp, they scare the shit out of you, okay? So, you know, you get to the fleet, especially if you're young, you're extra timid. So I got to the fleet, and someone says that, and they have a E5 in the room. Who am I to dispute it? Especially I'm the new kid on the block. Not only am I a woman, but I'm black. And a part of me feels like that guy was trying to tell me that I don't belong there. Because what are the odds that the first day that I get there, that's what he has to say. So I didn't say anything. No one said anything. The sergeants in there didn't say anything. The corporals in there didn't say anything. No one above him said anything. So that told me what I needed to know. Now, after that, my experience wasn't very pleasant. And I decided that once I had my daughter, and I guess maybe I'll talk about my experiences in the Marine Corps some more. It wasn't all bad. And I think that I got what I went there for. And so I can never regret it, because the institution itself isn't bad. But of course you have institutions and they have their ideals. But then it's people that make up those institutions, right? So people do their own things regardless of the rule. Like, we have equal opportunity reps in the Marine Corps. We have people that's their job. their designated job to tackle issues such as those. Tackle issues that has to do with race and sex and stuff like that. But like I said, I was new. And there were people who could have stopped him from saying what he was saying or reprimand him from saying what he was saying, but they didn't. And I have to work with these people after. Like, let's say if I had spoken to anyone about what he said, I have to work with him. And I have to deal with the like-minded people in my platoon who thinks like he thinks. So, you know, first impressions is what matters, right? My first impression was of that guy telling me I don't belong there. And so, back to what I was saying, once I had my daughter, there was no way I was gonna stay in. Because there are little stupid things that we were required to do that I just could not. I would have gotten in trouble at some point. And I was not going to have time forced away from my kid to do stupid shit. And like I said, I'd probably get in trouble real quick because I wasn't, at some point I was just over the bullshit. I wasn't having it. In the next, this is so spicy, it's pepper shrimp. In the next video, in the next video, I'm going to tell you guys of what happened my second month of being in the Marine Corps. Just so you can get an idea of how my time went. Now, these are all things, like some of the things that happened to me, there are rules in place to protect me from it. And a person can say, well, you could have told someone. Tell who? You know what I'm saying? Tell who? And then go back to work where? It's like when you have people who bully you or who hate you for no reason, and you're alone, how do you get help? Like, truly get help. Sometimes when you're in certain environments, the things that you do and your instincts are just to survive. Literally to get through it. I think that sums up how I felt for the 4 years that I was in. To survive. Like, get through it unscathed. Without blemish. Because if you're in the military and you get in trouble, it's worse than if you hadn't gone in. Like, getting in trouble in the military tarnishes you in the civilian world. Like, you can't even bring up that experience if you get in trouble, because you get looked at badly and things will be kept from you. All the benefits that you went in there for, if you're like me who joined so that I could get ahead in life. Everything that you went for, you won't get it. So, yeah. I just kept my head on the prize the whole time. I probably only met one person throughout my whole time that that helped me while I was in. And that's because I was pretty much fed up by the time I went to speak to him. I was like, I'm bringing this whole place down if somebody don't help me. I'll talk to you more about that in another video. But I can say that I had some pretty interesting experiences when I was in. And some very good ones. I met some really good people, and I met some not so good people. So yeah, I had great experiences. And I had shit experiences. But one thing I can say, I would never take it back. Like, I don't regret it, not one bit. I think that experience made me so resilient and so strong. And yeah, I would not take it back for anything. I probably would do it again, actually. I have so much going for me because of that decision. So yes, when you join the military, there are benefits that you get, but like everything else in life, nothing comes easy, and it was a sacrifice, right? But I got some things in return for that sacrifice. I think I hear my baby. So this will be my last bite. Yeah, I definitely hear her. I'll talk to you more about my experience in the military and more about my life. Like, so I turned 30 in January. So I haven't been alive that long, right? Well, I haven't been an adult for that long. But I think I learned a lot. I think I've accomplished a lot. So guys, thank you for watching. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I have to go take care of my baby. So I'm going to wrap this up. See you guys in the next video. I really appreciate you guys watching me. See you next time.